Hello there, my dear friend. It is an honor to sit with you in the quiet of this evening. Does your mind ever feel like a room with 1,000 books open at once? Pages fluttering in a constant, anxious breeze. Stories from your past, chapters from your future, footnotes of your worries, and glossaries of your regrets, all demanding to be read at the same time. It can be so loud in there, can't it? So cluttered. It can be hard to find a single, quiet place to simply rest your thoughts. We spend so much of our lives accumulating these stories, these beliefs, these memories, and so little time learning how to be a gentle, wise librarian for our own collection. Tonight, that is what we shall learn to be. We are not going to throw any books away. We are not going to burn any pages. We are simply going to learn the gentle, quiet, and deeply satisfying art of putting things in their proper place. We are going to bring a sense of calm, order, and loving attention to the great and beautiful inner library of your own mind. If you are ready for this quiet work, then I invite you to find your most comfortable place of rest. Let your body settle like dust in a still room, finding its own natural state of repose. Take a slow, deep breath in, breathing in the quiet of this very moment. And as you breathe out, let go of the need to read all the books at once. Let go of the pressure to understand everything. For tonight, we are not readers. We are librarians. And the first duty of a good librarian is to be peaceful. Let us begin our journey, not by walking a path outside, but by descending a quiet staircase within. Imagine, in the very center of your being, a long, beautiful, and gently winding spiral staircase leading down. It is made of a dark, smooth, and cool stone. Place your hand on the railing. It is sturdy and reliable. Let us take the first step down, and then the next. With each step downward, you are moving away from the surface-level chatter of your mind. You are moving away from the noise of the day. The air grows cooler here, stiller. The sounds of the outside world fade away into a distant, muffled hum. Down and down and down we go. The only sound is the soft, almost silent whisper of your own footsteps on the stone. This is a journey into your own depths. It is a journey home. At the bottom of the long staircase, you find yourself in a small, circular antechamber, and before you is a single, great door. It is immense, made of a dark, ancient wood with beautiful but simple iron hinges. This is the door to your inner library. There is no lock, there is no key. The only thing required to open this door is your gentle, clear intention. Place your hands on the door. It is cool and solid. It feels ancient, and it hums with a quiet, sleeping energy. It is heavy, not because it is barred, but because it holds the weight of all your stories, all your years. Take a deep breath, and with a gentle, steady push, the great door swings open. It does not creak. It opens with a deep, soft, and resonant whoosh, like the turning of a great page in the book of your own life. And as it opens, a unique and familiar scent wafts out to greet you. It is the smell of old paper, of dried ink, of leather bindings, and of a faint, sweet, and dusty scent of time itself. It is the smell of your own history. Step inside, and let us pause here, just at the entrance, to take it all in. The library of your mind is a vast and beautiful place. The ceiling is so high you can barely see it. A great, domed expanse, lost in shadow. High up on the curved walls are tall, arched windows, and through their dusty panes, the soft, silvery light of the moon filters down in long, cinematic shafts, illuminating a million dancing motes of dust in the still air. Each mote of dust, a tiny, forgotten thought, a fleeting, unexamined memory. And the books, my dear friend, the books are everywhere. This is not the neat, orderly library of your waking intentions. This is the true library, the one that has been lived in, accumulated, and for a little while, perhaps neglected. There are towering, precarious stacks of heavy, leather-bound tomes that lean against the walls like tired old men. These are your deep, old beliefs. The stories you have been telling yourself for years, for decades. There are rivers of open paperbacks flowing across the floor, their pages ruffled into waves. These are your daily worries, your plans, your anxieties, your conversations. They are a constant, flowing current. There are beautiful, open-faced picture books left lying open, displaying a single, vibrant image, a happy memory, a beautiful face, a moment of joy. But they are surrounded by the jumble of other, less happy volumes. The shelves themselves, the ones you can see, are overflowing. Books are stuffed in sideways, piled on top of each other. Some are pristine. Others are dog-eared and worn, their spines broken from being read 1,000 times over. Your first human instinct, upon seeing this grand, beautiful, and chaotic mess, might be to feel a sense of overwhelm. A feeling of, this is too much. I can't possibly fix this. But I invite you to see it differently. You are not a visitor here, horrified by the mess. You are the librarian, returning home after a long journey. And as the librarian, you do not see chaos. You see potential. You see a great and noble work waiting to be done. You see a room that is not full of a mess, but full of stories. Your stories. Every single book in this room, every dusty page, every forgotten volume is a precious part of you. And there is nothing here to be afraid of. There is only a great and beautiful collection, waiting for a gentle, loving hand to bring it back into a state of harmony and of peace. We will not try to clean the entire library tonight. That would be an impossible and a foolish task. A wise librarian knows that the work of a library is never truly done. It is a living, breathing space that is always changing. No. Tonight, our task is a simple and a humble one. We are just going to choose one single shelf. A small, manageable, and perhaps long-forgotten shelf in a quiet corner of this vast, magnificent room. And we are going to give it our full, gentle, and loving attention. And in this one small act of mindful ordering, we will begin to bring a sense of deep, quiet peace to the entire space. So, let us take a few more steps inside, into the quiet, dusty, and magical moonlight of your own inner library, and let us find the place where our gentle work will begin. And so, we stand together in the grand, silent, and moonlit entrance hall of your own magnificent inner library. We are not overwhelmed by the scale of it, or by the beautiful, chaotic disarray. We are here as the librarian, with a sense of quiet purpose and a deep, abiding affection for this sacred collection of our own stories. We have made a solemn and gentle promise to ourselves. We will not try to clean the entire library tonight. That is a task for a lifetime. Our task for this evening is much simpler, much kinder, and therefore much more profound. We will simply choose one single shelf. Let us begin our walk. Let us move from the grand entrance deeper into the heart of the library. Your footsteps are soft on the old wooden floorboards. With each step, you can feel the deep, resonant silence of this place. It is a silence that is full of sleeping stories, a silence that is heavy with the weight of memory and light with the potential of rediscovery. As you walk, you pass by the great, towering stacks of your oldest beliefs. These are the heavy, leather-bound, and gold-embossed volumes that make up the very architecture of your personality. The book of what it means to be a good person. The thick, heavy tome of what I must do to be loved. The ancient, dusty encyclopedia of how the world works. These books are powerful. They are the foundations of your library. But they are not for tonight. Their stories are too deep, their weight too great. We will walk past them with a sense of quiet respect, but we will not disturb them. You turn down a narrower aisle, and here the energy is different. This is where the paperbacks are, the books of your more recent history, the thin, brightly colored volumes of What Happened at Work Today, the well-worn copy of That Argument I Had Last Week, the thrilling novel of My Hopes for the Weekend. These books are lighter, more immediate. They clamor for your attention. But they are also part of the daily weather of the mind. They are the clouds, and tonight we are seeking the quiet sky behind them. So we will walk past these as well, with a gentle, knowing smile. Their stories can wait until morning. You continue to walk deeper and deeper into the quiet, shadowy corners of the library, to the places you have not visited in a very long time. And then you find in a quiet, secluded alcove, between two towering shelves of ancient philosophy, there is a single, small, and humble bookshelf. It is made of a simple, dark wood. It is not grand or imposing. In fact, it looks a little forgotten. A fine, silvery layer of dust covers its surface and the books that rest upon it. This is our shelf. This is the perfect place to begin our work. It is not overwhelming. It is a small, manageable, and self-contained world. This shelf, my friend, can represent a specific period of your life, a contained and completed chapter. Let us decide that this is the shelf of the year that has just passed, the 12 months of your life that have recently come to a close. Let us approach it. As you stand before it, you can see that it is in a state of gentle disarray. The books are not neatly arranged. Some are leaning tiredly against others. Some have been stuffed in horizontally on top of a row. One or two have even fallen down and are lying on the shelf below. It is a perfect, gentle reflection of the beautiful, messy, and unpredictable nature of a year in a human life. Our intention is not to judge this disarray. It is not to criticize ourselves for not having kept this shelf in perfect order. Our intention is simply to tend to it, to bring a little bit of our gentle, loving, and mindful attention to this one small corner of our vast inner world. Before we touch a single book, our first task is to simply be with the shelf as it is. Let your eyes travel over the spines of the books. Each book is a single, significant memory from the past year. You do not need to open them yet. Just read their titles in your mind. This thick, dark blue book, perhaps this is the great challenge I faced in the winter. It looks heavy. And this thin, bright yellow one, this might be that one. Perfect. Sunny afternoon in the summer. It seems to radiate a gentle warmth. This one, with a worn and tear-stained cover. This is the great sadness, the loss that I endured. And this one, tucked away in the back, almost hidden. A small, beautiful book with a cover that shimmers like a pearl. This is a quiet, secret accomplishment that no one else knew about, but that made my heart sing. Just continue to scan the shelf. Acknowledge all of it. The good times and the hard times. The moments of great joy and the moments of quiet sorrow. The successes and the failures. They are all here. They are all a part of the story of your year. And they are all welcome. There are no bad books in this library. There are only stories. And every story has its purpose. Every story has its wisdom. Now that we have acknowledged the collection as a whole, it is time for our second step. We must prepare the space. We must gently and with great care clean the shelf of the accumulated dust of time and inattention. Imagine you have in your hand a small, incredibly soft, and perfectly clean cloth. It is the cloth of your own gentle, non-judgmental awareness. And now, very slowly, and with the utmost care, we are going to take every single book off the shelf, one by one. Let's begin with the first one. Pick it up. Feel its weight, and as you hold it, gently wipe the dust from its cover with your soft cloth. As you wipe away the physical dust, you are also wiping away the emotional dust that has gathered around this memory. The dust of judgment, the dust of regret, the dust of wishing it had been different. We are not changing the story. We are simply cleaning the cover so that we may see the story for what it truly is. Once it is clean, do not put it back on the shelf just for now. Place it carefully in a neat stack on the floor beside you. Now, take the next book and the next, one by one, with the same slow, mindful, and loving attention. The heavy books of struggle, the light books of joy, the confusing books of uncertainty. Each one is held for a moment. Each one is gently cleansed of the dust of your own judgment. And each one is placed in the growing stack on the floor. This is a beautiful, hypnotic rhythm. Take a book, hold it, clean it, place it down. With each book you handle, you are honoring your own past. You are making peace with your own history. You are not trying to change it. You are simply seeing it clearly and kindly. And then, after some time, the shelf is empty. For the first time in a long while, it is completely bare. Take a moment to be with this emptiness. It is a clean, quiet, and receptive space. Now, take your soft cloth and gently, lovingly wipe the shelf itself. Cleanse it of any last, lingering traces of the past. The surface of the wood, now clean and free of dust, seems to gleam in the soft moonlight. It is beautiful. It is ready. You have now created a perfect, clean, and empty space. A space for a new kind of order. A space for a new kind of understanding. The books are all safe, waiting patiently on the floor beside you. And the empty shelf is a promise. A promise that we can choose how to arrange our stories. We can choose how to remember our past. We can choose what to place in the front and what to place in the back. And that is the great and profound work we will begin next. And so, we are here in this quiet, sacred alcove of our own inner library. Before us is the clean, empty, and waiting shelf. And beside us, on the floor, is the neat and respectful stack of all the books from our past year. Their covers now clean and free from the obscuring dust of judgment and regret. We have created a space of pure potential. And now, we will begin the gentle, wise, and deeply healing work of re-shelving. This is not a simple, mechanical task of just putting the books back where they were. That would be to return to the old chaos. No, this is a conscious, mindful, and deeply personal act of curation. We are going to become the wise, loving, and compassionate librarian of our own history. We are going to choose how we want to arrange our stories, not to change the past, but to change our relationship to the past. Our system for this reshelving will be a very simple one. It is not based on alphabetical order or by the date the story happened. It is based on a much deeper, more intuitive wisdom. We will ask a simple question of each book. What is your purpose now? Let us begin. Reach down and pick up the first book from the stack on the floor. Hold it in your hands. Feel its weight. Look at its title. Let's say this is the thin, bright yellow book, the one we called, that one, Perfect Sunny Afternoon in the Summer. A memory of simple, uncomplicated joy. Now, ask the question, not with your mind, but with your heart. What is your purpose now? And the answer comes as a feeling. The purpose of this book is to be a source of light, to be a reminder of the simple beauty that is always possible. It is a book that should be easy to reach. It is a book that should be seen. So, with a gentle and loving intention, you place this book on the clean, empty shelf. Perhaps you will place it right in the center, where the moonlight from the window will fall upon its bright cover. It is the first book in our new conscious arrangement. It is an anchor of joy. Now, let us pick up the next book. This one is the thick, dark blue book, the great challenge I faced in the winter. It feels heavy in your hands. Just holding it, you can feel the echo of the struggle, the difficulty. Let us ask this book the same question. What is your purpose now? This is a more difficult question. The purpose of this book is not to bring joy, but it has a purpose. As you hold it, you can feel the deep, quiet wisdom that you gain from that struggle. You can feel the resilience it forged in you. You can feel the compassion for others that it taught you. The purpose of this book is to be a source of strength, a reminder of what you have survived, a testament to your own resilience. This is a very important book, but it does not need to be in the very front. We do not need to be defined by our struggles. So, let us place this book on the shelf, perhaps to the left of our bright yellow book of joy. It is there. It is honored. Its strength is a part of our collection, but it is not the central story. Let's continue. You pick up the next book. This one is small, and its cover is a plain, simple gray. Its title is something like A Simple, Ordinary Tuesday. It was not a day of great joy or of great struggle. It was just a day. Ask it, what is your purpose now? And you'll realize that its purpose is to be the quiet, peaceful space between the more dramatic stories. It is a book of simple, calm, and ordinary presence. It is a reminder that not every day has to be a grand adventure or a terrible trial. That there is a deep, quiet beauty in the ordinary. So, You place this book gently on the shelf, perhaps between the book of joy and the book of struggle, creating a space of quiet transition between them. Now, you pick up the book with a worn and tear-stained cover. The great sadness, the loss that I endured. This book is very heavy. Just touching it makes your heart ache a little. This is a difficult one. Ask it with the deepest compassion you can muster. What is your purpose now? Be very still and listen. The purpose of this book is not to make you sad again. Its story is over. Its purpose now is to be a testament to your capacity to love. For grief, after all, is just love with nowhere to go. The depth of your grief is a measure of the depth of your love. This book is a sacred artifact. It is a tribute. Its purpose is to remind you of your own deep, beautiful, and boundless heart. So, you hold this book to your chest for a moment in an act of pure, loving acceptance. And then you place it on the shelf with the utmost reverence. Perhaps you will place it near the book of joy to remind yourself that joy and sorrow are not enemies. They are two sides of the same beautiful human coin. They are the twin songs of a heart that is brave enough to be open to life. And so the process continues. Slowly, mindfully, one book at a time. You pick up a book of a mistake you made. You clean it of its dust of shame, and you ask it its purpose. And you realize its purpose now is to be a book of learning. You place it on the shelf. You pick up a book of a time someone hurt you. You clean it of its bitter grit of resentment. And you ask it its purpose. And you realize its purpose now is to be a book of forgiveness, a testament to your own freedom. You place it on the shelf. You pick up the small, shimmering, pearl-colored book, a quiet, secret accomplishment. And you realize its purpose is to be a reminder of your own inner worth, a worth that does not depend on the applause of others. And you place it right in the front, where you can see it easily. With each book you place, a new and beautiful order is emerging. An order based not on external logic, but on the deep, intuitive wisdom of your own heart. You are not just organizing books. You are reframing your own history. You are transforming your past from a chaotic jumble of events into a beautiful, coherent, and empowering collection of wisdom, strength, and love. The shelf is beginning to fill up now. It is a beautiful mosaic of your year. The dark, heavy spines of the books of struggle provide a deep, rich contrast to the bright, light spines of the books of joy. The quiet, gray books of ordinary days provide a peaceful space for the eyes and the heart to rest. It all belongs. It all has its place. It is all a part of your unique and beautiful story. And so, the quiet, sacred work of the librarian continues, one by one, with a gentle, mindful, and deeply compassionate attention. You have been taking the books of your past year, cleansing them of their old heavy dust, and finding their new, true home on the clean and waiting shelf. A beautiful, intuitive, and deeply meaningful order is emerging. An order that is based not on the chaotic randomness of when things happened, but on the deep, quiet wisdom of what those things have come to mean to you now. Your history is being transformed from a source of clutter and confusion into a well-organized and deeply personal collection of strength, wisdom, and grace. The shelf is almost full now. The books stand together, supporting one another. The dark, heavy spines of struggle stand beside the bright, light spines of joy, each giving the other a deeper meaning. The quiet, gentle books of ordinary days provide a peaceful rhythm to the collection. It is a beautiful, honest, and deeply moving testament to the richness of your year. But as you look at the stack of books remaining on the floor, you realize there are a few left that you have not yet placed. Let's look at them now. Pick up the next one. This one feels different. It is a thin, flimsy, and unpleasant feeling. Its cover is a dull, anxious gray, and its title might be something like, "That Time I Worried for Hours About Something That Never Even Happened," or perhaps the endless, looping conversation in my head where I said all the things I wish I had said. You hold this book, you feel its nervous, pointless energy, and you ask it the same gentle question: what is your purpose now? And as you listen, you realize that this book has no purpose, not anymore. It is not a book of wisdom. It is not a book of strength. It is not a book of joy or even of meaningful sorrow. It is just noise. It is a story of energy spent for no reason. It is a habit of the mind, a pattern of anxiety that no longer serves you in any way at all. So, what do we do with a book like this? We do not tear it up in anger. We do not burn it in judgment. That would be to give it more energy than it deserves. No, a wise librarian has a special place for books like these. It is called the archive. Imagine that in the darkest, most distant corner of your great inner library, there is a special section. It is a place for books that are no longer needed for active consultation, but which are still a part of the library's complete history. It is a place of deep, quiet, and permanent storage. So, with a simple, non-dramatic, and clear intention, you take this book of pointless worry, and you decide to send it to the archive. You do not need to walk it there. You simply will it. And with a gentle whoosh of intention, the book dissolves from your hands and reappears, filed away in that deep, quiet, and far-away corner of your library. It is not destroyed. It is simply archived. It is no longer in your active, conscious space. You have gently and lovingly removed it from the shelf of your present awareness. Feel the sense of lightness that comes with this simple, powerful act. Let's look at the few books that remain. Here is another one, a book of petty resentment, a story of a small injustice that you have replayed in your mind 100 times. Ask it its purpose. It has none. To the archive it goes. Whoosh! And this one, a book of harsh self-criticism over something small and insignificant. A story that only serves to make you feel smaller. What is its purpose now? It has none. To the archive it goes. Whoosh! This is a beautiful and liberating process. You are not denying that these thoughts and feelings happened. You are simply, as the wise librarian, making a conscious decision that they no longer deserve a place on the main active shelf of your mind. You are choosing to curate your own mental space. You are choosing to focus on the stories that give you strength, wisdom, and peace. And now, the stack on the floor is empty. Every book has been attended to, and the shelf before you is complete. Take a step back and just look at it. It is a thing of beauty, a perfect, complete, and honest representation of your year, arranged with wisdom and with love. The books are all standing upright now, supporting each other. They are arranged in a way that makes sense to your soul. The golden light of the joyful memories is balanced by the deep, grounding presence of the struggles. The quiet moments of peace create a beautiful rhythm, and there is no more clutter. There are no more pointless, anxious stories taking up precious space. The shelf is clean, it is orderly, but it is not sterile. It is vibrant, with the richness and the complexity of a real human life. Gently, with your fingertips, run your hand along the spines of the books on your newly arranged shelf. Feel them. The smooth covers, the sturdy bindings. This is your history. This is your strength. This is your wisdom. You have taken the beautiful, chaotic mess of your past, and you have transformed it into a source of deep, quiet, and profound peace. You have not changed a single word inside any of the books. You have simply changed the way you hold them. You have changed the way you honor them. And in this simple, profound act of gentle, loving organization, a great stillness descends upon the entire library. It is as if all the other thousands of books in this vast, magnificent room have been watching your quiet, sacred work. And they, too, are settling into a state of deep, respectful silence. The frantic, fluttering energy is gone. The air is still. The dust motes have all settled. The entire library of your mind is now at peace, inspired by the loving attention you have given to this one single shelf. You have not cleaned the whole library, but you have brought the feeling of peace and order to the whole library. And that is the most powerful magic of all. You have shown your own mind the way back home to its own natural state of clarity and of calm. And so, the work is done. The gentle, loving, and mindful labor of the librarian is complete for tonight. Take a final step back and let your soft gaze rest upon the single, beautifully ordered shelf. It is a work of art, a testament to your own quiet wisdom, a physical manifestation of your own inner peace. Each book is in its perfect place, not a place of rigid judgment, but a place of intuitive, heartfelt rightness. The entire shelf seems to hum with a new and gentle energy, an energy of harmony, of balance, of a story that has been honored, understood, and lovingly put to rest. And as you stand here in this quiet, secluded alcove, you can feel that the energy of the entire library has shifted. The profound peace that you have cultivated in this one small corner has begun to radiate outward, filling the entire vast and magnificent space. The anxious, fluttering energy of 1,000 open books has settled. The chaotic, leaning stacks of old beliefs seem to stand a little straighter, a little more at ease. The rivers of worries on the floor have ceased their frantic flow and now lie still like peaceful, sleeping streams in the soft, silver moonlight. You have not tidied the entire library, but you have brought the feeling of peace and order to the entire library. You have reminded your own mind of its own natural, inherent capacity for stillness and for clarity. You have shown it the way home, and it has followed. Let this feeling of deep, profound, and all-encompassing stillness wash over you. It is a stillness you have earned, a stillness you have created, and it is yours to rest in now. Let's find a place to sit. In the center of your alcove, imagine that there is a single, old, and incredibly comfortable armchair. It is made of a soft, worn leather that has been cracked and softened by a century of use. It is the chair of the librarian, the chair of the quiet, gentle observer. Sink down into this chair. It holds you perfectly. It is like being held in a gentle, loving embrace. From this vantage point, you can see your newly ordered shelf glowing softly in the moonlight. It is a beautiful, reassuring sight. There is nothing left to do now. There is no need to analyze the work you have done. There is no need to plan the work you will do tomorrow. The only task that remains is the most pleasant and the most healing of all. To simply be, to rest, to inhabit this new, beautiful, and orderly silence that you have cultivated within yourself. Close your eyes and just listen. Listen to the silence. It is not an empty silence. It is a living silence. It is a silence that is full of a deep, quiet, and resonant peace. It is the silence of 1,000 sleeping stories, all resting peacefully in their proper places. It is the silence of a mind that is finally, truly at ease. Let this silence be your anchor. Let it be your sanctuary. As you sit here, you may still notice a stray thought, a distant echo from the outside world, drifting through your awareness. But it is different now. It is no longer a loud, demanding book falling at your feet. It is like a single, silent mote of dust, drifting lazily through a high shaft of moonlight, far, far away. It does not demand your attention. It does not disturb the profound stillness of this place. You can just notice it with a gentle, detached curiosity, and then let it drift on by as you return your awareness to the deep, healing silence. Feel your body as it rests in the great, comfortable chair. It is becoming heavier and heavier, a pleasant, warm, and deeply grounding weight. Feel the soft leather supporting your back, your neck, your head. You do not need to hold yourself up anymore. You are completely and totally supported by this quiet, safe, and peaceful space you have created. Your breath is slow and deep and utterly effortless now. It is a silent, rhythmic tide, rising and falling in the great, quiet ocean of your own being. With each breath you inhale, you are breathing in the clean, ancient, and deeply peaceful air of your own inner library. You are breathing in the feeling of clarity, of order, of wholeness. And with each long, slow breath, you let go. You are sinking deeper and deeper into a state of profound, restorative rest. You are releasing any last, lingering attachments, any last, subtle traces of tension. You are becoming one with the silence, one with the peace. This is the gift of the librarian. The gift of knowing that you have the power to bring order to your own inner world. The gift of knowing that even when your mind feels chaotic and overwhelmed, you always have the ability to choose one small shelf and to tend to it with a gentle, loving, and mindful attention. And that, in that one small act, you can change the feeling of your entire being. This wisdom is now a part of you. It is not just an idea. It is a felt sense. It is the feeling of this deep, profound, and orderly peace that is filling you right now. The moonlight filtering through the high, arched windows is growing softer, more diffuse. The single, flickering candle on a distant table seems to be burning lower, its flame becoming a soft, sleepy, and gentle glow. The entire library, your entire inner world, is preparing for a deep and healing sleep. And you, the wise and gentle librarian, are preparing to rest as well. Your work for the night is done, and it was good work. You have brought beauty and order and peace where there was once only chaos and clutter. You have earned your rest, and so we rest. We are the librarian, at peace in our own sacred and now orderly space. We are sitting in the great, soft, leather armchair, a silent, loving guardian of our own inner world. The deep, cathedral-like silence of the library surrounds us, not as an emptiness, but as a profound and comforting presence. It is a silence that is full of a deep, quiet, and resonant peace. A peace we have cultivated with our own gentle, mindful, and compassionate hands. The work is done. The shelf is in order, and a feeling of deep, quiet satisfaction has settled into the very marrow of our being. Let us remain in this state of deep, restful awareness for a little while longer and explore its beautiful, subtle qualities. This is the act of integration. It is the process of allowing this newfound feeling of inner order and clarity to become not just a temporary state, but a new, familiar, and enduring part of who we are. Bring your awareness to the feeling of the silence itself. Notice that it is not a flat or a dead silence. It has a quality, a texture. It feels alive. It seems to hum with a very low, very gentle vibration, like the deep, resonant note of a single great temple bell struck an hour ago, its sound still echoing in the vast, open space. This is the resonance of stillness. It is the natural frequency of a mind that is at peace. Feel this gentle, healing vibration in your own body. Feel it in your chest, in your belly. Let it be a gentle, internal massage, soothing your nervous system and preparing you for the deepest, most restorative rest. Now, let your awareness gently drift back your beautiful, newly ordered shelf, glowing softly in the distant, silvery moonlight. You do not need to look at it with a sharp focus. Just let its image be a soft, gentle presence in your mind. See the harmony of it, the way the dark books and the light books now complement each other, the way the whole collection tells a coherent and beautiful story. This shelf is a symbol of your own integrated self, a self that honors both its struggles and its joys, a self that has made peace with its own complex and beautiful history. Let the quiet, harmonious beauty of this image be a deep, visual lullaby for your soul. As you rest here, in this state of deep, resonant peace, you begin to notice a subtle change in the light. The moonlight, filtering through the high, dusty, arched windows, seems to be growing softer, more diffuse. The long, cinematic shafts of silver light are becoming less defined, melting into a gentle, ambient, and dreamlike glow. And the single, slow-burning candle on a distant table, which has been our faithful companion through this quiet work, is now burning very low. Its flame is no longer a bright, flickering point of light. It is a soft, small, and sleepy-looking ember, a tiny, glowing jewel of warmth in the vast, cool darkness. It has given almost all of its light, and it is preparing, with a quiet and graceful dignity, to go to rest. The entire library, your entire inner world, is now entering a state of deep twilight. It is a gentle, peaceful, and magical transition from the clarity of awareness to the mystery of sleep. The sharp edges of the bookshelves are softening. The distinct titles of the books are blurring. The entire, vast space is becoming a soft, gentle, and deeply comforting world of shadow and soft, silvery light. This is a beautiful and necessary transition. It is the mind's way of letting go of the day, of letting go of the need for clarity and for order, and of surrendering to the gentle, healing chaos of the world of dreams. You have done the work of ordering. Now you can let it all go. You can trust that the order you have created will remain, holding the space for you, while you journey into the deep, restorative, and formless world of sleep. Feel your body responding to this fading light. Your eyelids feel heavy now. A deep, pleasant, and irresistible sleepiness is beginning to wash over you in slow, gentle waves. It is a welcome feeling. It is the feeling of a long day's good and honest work coming to a natural and peaceful end. Do not resist this feeling. Welcome it as you would a dear old friend. It has come to carry you home to the deepest rest of all. Your breath is so quiet now, so soft, you can barely feel it. It is a silent, gentle tide, pulling you further and further out from the shore of your waking life and into the great, calm, and peaceful ocean of sleep. The last of the candle flame flickers once, a final, beautiful spark of golden light, and then, with a soft, final sigh, it goes out, and the library is now bathed in nothing but the faint, soft, and deeply peaceful, silvery light of the distant, sleeping moon. The time of work is over. The time of watching is over. The time of deep, profound, and healing rest has now truly begun. You are safe. You are at peace, and you are ready. And so, the candle has gone out. The last, small, and faithful flame has given its light and has gone to rest. Your great inner library is now bathed in nothing but the faint, soft, and deeply peaceful silvery light of the distant, sleeping moon. The work is done. The shelf is in order. The mind is at peace, and you, the wise and gentle librarian, are now free to rest. You are still sitting in your great, soft, leather armchair, but you are no longer just sitting in it. You are sinking into it, melting into it. Your body is now so heavy, so deeply and profoundly relaxed, that the boundaries between you and the chair, between you and the quiet, ancient room are beginning to soften and dissolve. You are becoming one with the peace that surrounds you. There is nothing left to do. There is nothing left to hold on to. There is nothing left to think about. All that is left is to simply let go, to surrender completely to the gentle, irresistible, and gravitational pull of sleep. Let the image of your beautiful, orderly shelf be a quiet, reassuring presence in the back of your mind. It is safe. Your stories are safe. They are at peace. And now you can be at peace too. Imagine the deep, profound silence of the library as a great, soft, and weightless blanket. It is a blanket woven from the quiet of 1,000 sleeping stories, from the stillness of the ancient moonlit air, and from the deep, resonant peace of your own rested heart. Feel this blanket of pure, healing silence being gently, lovingly drawn up over you. It starts at your toes, and a wave of deep, peaceful sleepiness flows up through your feet, your ankles, your calves, and your knees. All the journeys of the day are done. Your legs are completely and totally at rest. The soft, silent blanket is pulled up over your legs, and the feeling of deep, heavy peace spreads up through your thighs and your hips. You are sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into a state of perfect, unshakable rest. The blanket of sleep is now being pulled up over your belly and your chest. Your breathing is a slow, silent, and effortless tide. Your heartbeat is a deep, slow, and steady drumbeat, a rhythm of profound inner calm. All is well. A wave of peaceful surrender washes up through your shoulders and down your arms, all the way to the very tips of your fingers. You let go of all the books you have been holding. You let go of all the stories. Your hands are open, soft, and completely at rest. Now, the blanket is gently pulled up over your neck, your jaw, and your face. All the tiny, hard-working muscles in your face relax completely. Your forehead is smooth and wide. Your eyes are soft and still. A feeling of deep, serene peace settles over your entire being. You are completely and totally at peace. The librarian is going to sleep now. The guardian of the stories is taking a well-earned rest. And as you drift off, you can feel that the entire library, this vast, magnificent, and sacred space within you, is breathing a slow, deep, and collective sigh of relief with you. All the books, all the stories, all the memories, they are all resting with you. The entire, vast continent of your own mind is finally, truly at peace. Let the last, lingering wisps of your waking thoughts dissolve like smoke in the vast, quiet air. Let the gentle, silvery moonlight be your final, soft guide, and allow yourself to drift, to float, to dissolve into the deep, dark, and profoundly healing waters of sleep. The journey is complete. The work is done. Your library is in order, and a deep, profound, and healing rest is now yours for the taking. Sleep now, my dear friend. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Let your dreams be like quiet, beautiful, and wonderful books opening to pages of peace and of wonder. Rest in the profound, orderly stillness that you have reclaimed for yourself. Sleep